100 Studios, the Big Biz Show, our affiliates, and our hosts are not registered investment advisors or broker-dealers.
Our show hosts make no commitment that the purchase of securities or companies profiled or otherwise mentioned in our programming are suitable or advisable for any person, or that an investment in such securities will be profitable in general.
Given the nature of the company's profile and the lack of an active trading market for their securities, investing is highly speculative and carries a high degree of risk.
We profile selected publicly traded and privately held companies on our program.
Most of these companies that we profile have provided compensation to Loft 100 Studios and its host for profile coverage.
From time to time, we sell shares of the companies profiled in the open market that we receive as compensation for coverage of client companies, but never sell stock if we're speaking about, interviewing, or covering a public company who is paid compensation.
Specific questions and compensation can be obtained by contacting producer at sullyentgroup.com.
Listeners should verify all claims and conduct their own due diligence before investing in securities mentioned on this program. Investing in securities is speculative and carries a high degree of risk.
That's the heart of San Diego.
We encourage our investors to invest carefully and read the investor information available at the website on the Securities and Exchange Commission's SEC at www.sec.gov and or the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA, at www.finra.org.
Welcome to the Big Biz Show. You want fast-talking, hard-hitting discussions on business and finance? Maybe with a barroom slant and some really salty peanuts? We're not counting calories. We're counting cash. Before we get to the man with the financial plan, meet the money team. Costa, Mary, now Captain Finance himself, Sully.
Hey, welcome to the Big Biz Show. Things are looking a little different today. The money team is looking a little different. I am Mary Burt Godwin. We've got the lovely Cassidy Smith joining us today. It's girl power up in here today.
Girl power.
A None Your Business female version. We are coming to you from the Loft 100 Studios in Carlsbad, California. We're on BizTV.com. We are all over. We're in 80 million homes around the country. All the ships at sea, Armed Forces Radio, and you know what? We're on podcasts. Anywhere you get podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Music, you can listen to us there.
Yeah, you can.
And we've got the DTC here. Give us a little something. Ooh, look, what was that?
Ominous.
I'm scared. That's ominous, but that's okay. I'm taking it. I love it. Okay, we have a really great guest, Cassidy.
Okay.
And I think this is a subject you don't know a lot about, and I barely do, although I've known this guest for years now. Alon Goren, he is the founding partner of Draper Goren Blockchain. Alon, welcome back to the Big Biz Show. Welcome to the female version of None Your Business.
I love it. I feel like it's 80% cooler already.
Absolutely. We are 80%, we're 100% cooler up in here.
Yeah, we feel like that too.
Look, we've got the young people representing
I'm kissing Sully's butt a little bit by only saying 80%. You know?
Okay, I'm down with that. I can get with that. Okay, Alon, I wanted to talk first about the Clarity Act is something we've talked about on this show a lot of times because you and I and the show has talked about the Clarity Act, something about the Clarity Act and regulation when it comes to crypto. And I think last summer the House passed it, but it's been in the Senate for a long time. And the deadline was the 4th of July, I believe, to pass it, and it didn't happen. So where are we at with, I would think that we want regulation in that space, but talk to me about where we're at with that.
Yeah, I think regulation is a double-edged sword, right? You know, we want it in the space because it's been so unclear, right, for so long. But once we get it, I'm sure we'll want to dial it in and make it better, right? But you know, when the Genius Act passed, that was a sort of stable coin bill that made it more clear again. to do business in this country as a crypto company or as somebody that's doing stuff in our space. And so the Clarity Act passing would also be really beneficial. It would make it easier for people, again, to do business in America and not feel like they're guessing as to the right way of doing business.
Well, as someone who doesn't quite understand the crypto world, I, for one, would think that regulation would make someone like me feel a little bit better about it, because I'm thinking, okay, it's not just the wild, wild west. There are some guardrails for people to not maybe, people to not get hurt financially, I guess. I don't know if that is what it means, though.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, most companies in America are either not participating in a big portion of the space, or they're just kind of guessing as to what the best practices would be in relation to stablecoins and crypto and how they transact and with who you can transact and stuff like that. And that's not the best way of having an innovative economy that's helping, startups and founders kind of swing for the fences. It's creating this environment where more and more people every day are starting or incorporating their companies in other countries. And that's not great for the American public. We still get the products that we want, but I think we'd all rather support products that are made in America.
Alon, like Mary kind of mentioned in the beginning, I honestly have not a lot of knowledge about the kind of cryptocurrency blockchain world, and I think a lot of people my age hear the word blockchain and immediately think Bitcoin. So if you had a little bit, like a big or a little crash course, 30 seconds to explain kind of what blockchain technology in your company actually is to someone my age, a 21-year-old college student, how would you describe it?
Yeah, so I think Bitcoin is what most people think when they hear blockchain. I think that's a good thing, right? Because I think that the word blockchain is kind of going to go behind the scenes over time, kind of like the word internet goes behind the scenes. We all use the internet, but we don't know exactly which technologies are used on what products and stuff like that. So the blockchain is the database that all of these things run on. And because they are verified by different groups and depending on the blockchain and run in different ways, they're more trustworthy than just a standard database, because you could make parts of it more transparent and more readable by the general public, even when these banks and institutions have their own blockchain. So it just makes things more trustworthy. The average person probably shouldn't be participating in any cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin anyway, and that's the most trustworthy one. My company invests in startups who are building for this future.
I think it's great what you're doing, and I think that it is good for her generation to learn, so that when they get to be my age, they understand, they can wrap their heads around it. Well, Alon, thank you so much for joining us today, because this is something that's not going away anytime soon. So we love having you on the show, and we will be back with more Big Biz after this quick break.